Just like that. Yes, let's have some vibes on. Hell yeah. Okay, as you guys are jumping on, give me a hello. Make sure if you're watching on StreamYard that you've given, if you're watching on Facebook, give StreamYard permission. I'm a bit lost in the vibes. YouTube, give me a shout. Insta, let me hear ya. Yes, I see you jumping on, people. Say hello in the comments. Let's see you. Let's just feel those vibes right now. Love me a bit, Luda. Hell yeah. Okay. How are we doing, guys? Yes. Welcome to the Badass Woo. I am Diana Nash, the Badass Woo, and tonight I am bringing you the Soul Aligned experience. I am bringing you an experience of my beautiful 6-week program. Andrula, yes, okay, yes. Identify yourselves, people, as you are jumping on. Let me see you. Tonight is super interactive, okay? I don't want any little Larry lurkers. Tonight is super interactive. I need to hear from you, because the more I hear from you, the more you engage with me, the more energy I get, and let's shoot this shizzle. Okay, so let me tell you how tonight's going to work. Sorry, Luda, you're just making me too excited. So tonight, I'm going to take you through this journey. If this is okay with you, just let me know. So what I want to do is I want to take you through this beautiful experience. I want to share with you 3 mega major pieces from Soul Aligned. Mega major, they're huge. And at the end, then I'm going to open up and give you the opportunity to step even deeper with me, even closer. And if at the end you're like, do you know what, cool, I've got what I need tonight, that's all right, then that's cool. But if you want to step a bit deeper and you want to come on that journey with me so I can help you, then that's even better. I hope you choose that, but this is totally no pressure, boo. So is that cool with you all? At the end, I am going to give you some time to ask me questions. So again, this is interactive. So message me as we go, pop your comments in as we go along. Are we ready? I want to say gladiators, ready. And I promised the last time I gave a little gift just for showing up. So guess what? I'm going to do that again. It's heading over in the comments right now. It is heading over. Insta, can I give you this? I don't know if I can, so I will pop that on after. So go and grab that. Freebie is now in the comments. Insta, I will hook you up. Louise, hey babes, how you doing? Okay, so grab that. I'm going to take that down afterwards. Insta, I'll make sure you get the chance, or I will see who's been on and I will send you that link personally. Okay, so I'm going to take you through this experience. I'm going to give you 3 core teachers from the program. Are we ready? Give me some yeses. Give me some energy, people, because we know I love the energy. Yes, yes. Talk to me, people. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to teach you is breathing. So breath is the foundation of everything, okay? Who here, and give me yeses if this applies to you, or pop me some love hearts. Who here has overwhelming thoughts, like literally bombarding their brain, constant 24/7, like the brain won't shut up. You have trouble sleeping, you wake up thinking about it, you're not present, you've got anxiety or low mood, there's just loads of stuff going on. Give me the yeses if this is you. And let me tell you that breathing is the core. There is so much more to breath, and we delve into that deeper. But all of these things, we can actually help to still that mind. We can help to sleep better by getting on top of our breathing. Like boom shakalaka. The breathing is the key to it. So if we want to do that exploration into ourselves, if we really want to find ourselves and take that next step on our path to really connecting with something that is bigger than us, our spiritual self, which FYI is our true self, then we've got to learn how to still that mind, because when the mind's going 24/7, we can't listen, we can't hear, we can't even friggin' focus on what we want to do next. The breath is going to help you. So I'm going to give you a little breathing exercise. Sounds super simple, and it really is. And I want you to do this breathing with me. And I know some of you are jumping on who did the last one, the last experience, and I'm loving seeing you again. So you should be old hats at this by now. So what I want you to do is just get super comfortable. Super comfortable, okay? Because it's really important that there's no tension as we do this breathing. So all we're going to do is take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Super simple. So we're just going to breathe, and then I will tell you to stop. So we're going to take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to do that one last time. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. Feel the difference in your energy. I want you to tell me in the comments, how are you feeling after doing that breathing cycle? Tell me in the comments, how do you feel in your body? How does your mind feel? I want you to tell me in the comments now, how do you feel having done just a couple of breathing breathing cycles? How are you feeling? And remember, people, I want you to be interactive with me. I need you to talk to me, because that's when I get my energy and that's when I can really serve you. So how are you feeling just after those few breaths? Because when we learn to really still that breath and really get into our bodies, it's like all of a sudden everything else just stops, and you should be feeling really relaxed, really like everything just feels so free. And we have literally only done a couple of cycles, and I've not even taught you how to access the breath properly. So there is number one, breathing. And what really stood out to me is last time when I ran the program, the women were saying just using the breathing exercises that they learned with me literally flipped their whole days. Like one woman had her work appraisal and she was getting herself really stressed. She suffers from really bad anxiety. She did her breathing exercises. She went into that work review and she smashed it, because the breath, learning how to use that breath, was a game changer. Okay, the next thing is all about your words and thoughts. Now, for those of you who've known me for a little while, we will know that I bang on about this all the time, your words and thoughts. So in the comments, I want you to describe yourself in 3 words. 3 words I want you to describe yourself. And I don't want you to put the stuff up that you think is acceptable. I want you to put the 3 words that you really feel describes you. Not the shiny, acceptable version. The 3 words that instantly pop to your head when I say, describe yourself in 3 words. What's the 3 words that come up? I want you to put them in the comments right now. I'm going to have a sip of water because I've got myself all up more rosy cheeked. I'm all rosy cheeked. 3 words. Dans les commentaires. And while you were thinking about that, I will tell you why this is so important. Because your words and thoughts are energy. And I know for some of you, that's like, what? Your words and thoughts are energy, right? What we are saying reinforces how we feel about ourselves. They tie into who we are showing up as in the world. And it's not only to us, it's how we show up to everybody else. So for those people who say, I'm shy, I'm fat, I'm ugly, like I'm not worthy. If you're running those programs inside your brain, then guess what? Not only are you saying that to yourself, but you're also saying that to the world, to others around you. Louise on Insta says, positive, caring. I can't think. Mark said, beautiful. Ah, that's so gorgeous. Yes. Oh, Lou, that's beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful energy. I happen to be so privileged to know you actually in real life. And yes, you are all of those things, my darling. Okay, Lorraine, confused, powerful, terrified. Amazing. And firstly, Lorraine, let me please congratulate you for being so brave and honest with your words, because sometimes we do that filter thing, right? We go, what is acceptable to say? When actually the truth of our words is something different. So I'm bigging you up right now for being brave and using those words. Confused, powerful, terrified. Do we see how there's discord there? Powerful, amazing. Yes. Confused, terrified. Like, if you're showing up in the world, if they are your words you're using and feeling, those words have energy attached to them. And that's how you're showing up in the world. And that's how you're calling your experiences in. So what we don't realize is so many of us are operating these words. So we scratch the surface words with those lovely, beautiful words. And then actually when we dig a bit deeper, we find there's other things that is lurking. The things that aren't so pretty, the things that aren't so nice. And they're the ones, and there's literally millions of them, that are all the subconscious stuff. And all of those are created by all the experiences that we have had, all the things that have happened to us, the things that people have said to us, they all log and lodge inside of us. And when we dig even deeper, we uncover the limiting beliefs, the fears, and all of this stuff is the stuff that's blocking you from moving forwards. It's stuff that's blocking you from getting what you really want and showing up 100% as you. It's the thing that you might have it all going on, but there's something stopping you from taking those next steps. And when we dig and we look, we find them. And the most crucial part that I'm going to do with you in Soul Aligned is we're going to see where they've come from. And then we're going to cut those bad boys out. We're going to smash them out, because when we can understand, when we look inside and understand what's going on, that's when we can do something about it. And that's when we remove the barriers and the blockages to really fully step up. No longer do we have to put the mask on and the brave face and pretend that we've got all our shit together and that we're like, yes, I'm bossing life and everything's amazing. We can actually see the stuff, get brave, look at that stuff, and then do something about it. So no longer do we have to put that mask on and brave face shit. We just are pure and us, unashamedly us. And that is so powerful. And for some, they might not be willing to do that work. For some, and for a lot of women, they've got to this point because they haven't been willing to look. They haven't been willing to do the work, because this can be scary. And let me tell you, it's a journey. It is really a journey, but it's a journey I've been on. It's a journey I've gone through, and it's a journey that this is why I am doing what I am now, because all of these things that I've experienced, I bring to you all the tools that I have used to uncover this stuff and to get rid of it for good. Literally for good, and to give you the tools to carry on working, because we're going to uncover layers and layers and layers. And the more connected we are, the more we can keep doing that discovery and digging and digging and digging, because we're onions, we're layers, and there's always something else that comes up. There's always a life experience, a challenge that comes up. And when we have those tools to be able to do the detective work and to understand ourselves, that's when we can do something about it. Okay, the next one, this leads me beautifully on to connection. So what I was just talking about is connection, being connected with yourself to really understand who you are, to really understand what is going on, and to feel the vibes of what is yours and what isn't. And that's by having connection. We're hardwired to be connected to one another. And I wrote this for the other one. And that's why we end up making sometimes dodgy decisions. And I said on the last live, we end up going home, we have a few drinks, a dodgy kebab, and we go home with Steve or Sue or Barbara or Barry. And then we go, what am I doing? Why have I done this? And it's because we're looking for connection. And sometimes looking for connection has made us do some stupid shit in the past, but it's because we're trying to fulfill a need. And again, in life, we're trying to fulfill those needs. We're trying to look externally when actually, when we're connected, we can feel what is missing. We know what the issues are. We don't have to look externally. We don't have to pick up the chocolate or the bottle of wine, because actually we know when we're connected to ourselves, when we're good, and we can feel when we're going out of alignment, and we can feel the warning signs. We're going to get aware of what your warning signs are, so you understand your behaviors, your patterns, so you can see it. Because by having that connection to yourself, you know what is your core and real feelings, and you know when you're being pulled in the other directions. And I'm going to teach you how to really be on top of that connection, so you know how to manage. Because I always talk about we're spirit and we're human. And we get so caught up in the human that we forget to nurture the spirit. But actually, all of these things that are going on, all of these blockages, all of these stuff that is whirling around in our heads, it is literally blocking our connection to our higher selves. And we have access to all of the knowledge, all of the answers, all of the information. But we're just so blocked. If you think about it, we are like radios. And we need to tune into that signal. But sometimes shit, real life happens, and we get caught up in the human, and then all of a sudden our signal's out and we can't hear. So what we have to do is connect, and we have to really get in tune with who we are and feel that, so that we can know when to retune the signal. Because the clearer channels we are, the less shit we've got going on, the less busy our minds are. That means we can get still by using the breath to connect, so that we can hear that guidance that is available for all of us. Because when we are connected to ourselves, then we can connect to our spiritual selves. And that is really important. So I'm just going to take you on a little connection exercise. Okay. So, oh, have I missed a bit? No. Okay. So I'm going to pull this all together. I want you to use your breath. I'm going to get you to connect. Now, I never know what spirit are going to give me. So I'm going to take you on a little guided meditation, just so you can feel the power of when you are connected to spirit, and you can feel the energy, because we're so used to feeling ourselves as humans. I want you to feel the beautiful energy of when we are connected to source and spirit. And you might feel tingles. You might get words or thoughts or feelings coming. And I want you to just allow them, because this is you tuning in to your connection to your spiritual self. And as we go along in soul aligned, you are going to get more signs, more symbols, as you get the acknowledgements, because we are forever guided. We will see feathers, we'll see rainbows, we will see signs on the back of a van or songs on the radio. This is all spirit talking to you. This is all you being guided. And the more we can get clear and be able to listen and see, the more we receive. And it is so beautiful. And I didn't share what I'm going to share with you tonight last time, but it struck me that I needed to share this with you. And it's really super personal. And I haven't spoken about this a lot, but it's going to give you a really beautiful and powerful example of the power of connection. And I just need to take a breath just to give myself a second, because it is very emotional. But you know me, I like to be honest and raw with you guys. And so I will always teach you from my heart, from my experiences. but I feel like I need to share this with you to really show you the power. So we're just going to do this little guided meditation, and it won't be for long, but I want you to feel this energy. So just get comfy again for me, my loves. Just get nice and comfortable. Just feel yourself settle in your own body. And this is something else I will teach you, is how to reconnect with that body. So many women have so many hang-ups about their body and are so disconnected from their body. Now I'm going to teach you how to get right back into that beautiful being and essence that is you. Because you are gorgeous, P.S. Okay, so we're going to take that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I want you to continue that breathing pattern, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue to breathe in a cycle that feels right for you. And with each breath that you take in, feel your body settling, feel your body feeling so relaxed. And as the air comes into your body, it fills you with a beautiful white light, a beautiful energy that feels so light and free. And as this energy and this feeling starts to fill up your entire body, just allow it. And with each breath, feel that energy expanding inside of you as you feel yourself almost expanding, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now I want you to become aware of an energy that is feeling stronger in your forehead. A beautiful light. Take note of what color it is and feel this beautiful energy lighting up, illuminating you. You may be taken to a certain place. You may find yourself in a surroundings that is a woodland. Wherever you are, wherever you feel yourself is right for you. And as you take this breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, I want you to feel the beautiful energy walking towards you. It doesn't matter if you don't know who they are, if you don't sense it. I want you to feel as this energy draws closer to you. I want you to pay attention to your body as you may feel tingles. This is purely energy. As your spirit self steps towards you now and places their hand on your shoulder, feel as they connect in with you. Feel the energy growing. If you feel your mind wander, come back to your breath. And as they place their hand on your shoulder, feel this energy and this connection with them. Allow this moment of stillness. And I want you to feel what you feel. See what you see. Notice what you notice. It may just be a feeling of pure peace. You might see something. And now they're going to give you a message or a gift of some sort. Whatever comes to your mind is right. The spirit now steps forward. They'd like to give a message. Divine, beautiful being. Thank you for taking this time to connect tonight. Thank you for allowing the openness to experience what is always available to you. To open your hearts and your minds to come back to who you are. To allow us to show you the guidance that awaits you if you so choose to take this path. Please know that you are divinely guided with love and light, and we serve you for your highest good at all times. Divine and beautiful being, we thank you. And you can thank your spirit self, and just feel now as the energy starts to dissipate, as they start to step back. And as they do, I want you to come back to you, become aware of the feeling in your body, of who you are, your physical self. I want you to rub your hands together, become aware of the sounds around you. Thank you so much for the beautiful messages. Thank you so much for that beautiful experience, Spirit. We thank you. And I want you to imagine now just a beautiful white light that comes all around you. We're going to spread it around you like a beautiful dome of white light, so it comes over the top of your head, round the front and sides of your body, all the way up the back. So you are totally encased in this beautiful, beautiful light, sealing you back into a beautiful, energetic protection of who you are. Rub your hands together. Take a breath in through your nose, and when you are ready, come back to now. Okay. How are you all feeling? What did we get, guys? Totally different from the last experience that I did. Absolutely totally different, because every time spirits step in, they give me something different, and that was what was right for tonight's collective. So tell me in the comments, what did you guys get? What did you feel? What colors did you see? I want you to tell me in the comments. And this is available to all of you. You all are able to do this. It's just understanding that we've got to remove these layers and the noise so that we can truly connect and truly come back into ourselves. And when we can do that, that's when then we can take that next step and that next level. So tell me, I'm not getting any comments coming through. So tell me in the comments, make sure you are back, have a drink of water. If you need to have a little sip, just have a sip of water just to ground you and bring you back. And then tell me how you're all feeling. So, what are you going to take away from tonight? Tonight's been just a whistle-stop tour. We are literally just brushing the surface of what awaits you in Soul Aligned. And what awaits you is such a beautiful, powerful journey. So I'd love to hear how you got on, what is going to be your biggest takeaways from tonight. Because that feeling that you feel now of just pure stillness and just peace, that is available to you whenever you want it. And it moves me. It moves me every time I talk about it, because it is so special. Lorraine, on top of a mountain overlooking the ocean, surrounded by yellow sunshine, embraced from behind, completely safe and protected. Yes. And this is really important, because when we are connected to ourselves first, then we can connect to source, to spirit. And when we are connected to source and spirit and ourselves, it's like a double tag team. They are all around us. And I know a lot of people feel so lost and like they're curious about spirit and they're curious to learn more and they're curious to dig deeper, but they don't have the people around them that they can do that digging, and they don't have the support to have those conversations, even with their partners and loved ones. Some people just don't get it. But when you have this connection first to yourself and then to spirit, we have that love, and it's unconditional. They're not going to call you out for shit. They might steer you and they might give you a stern word, but they won't make you feel like shit. And on this journey, on this 6 weeks, you're going to be with other women who are on exactly the same journey as you, all obviously having their own experiences within that, because we all have our needs. but you're going to have this sisterhood around you to support you as you move through. Lorraine, that's beautiful. Ah, Tanya, love you, boo. Hey, girl. So I'm going to share with you this story, and it is one that shows how, when we are really tuned in, we can get intuition. And I'm not going to give details of who it is because that's not mine to say. But let me tell you this. I was watching a program and it was late. It was later than I'd normally be up. And this program, I thought, this person would really love this program. So I rang them and I said, oh my God, this program is on. You need to watch it. And it transpired that they said, oh, can you go and check on this person because we've not heard from them all day. And we're a little bit worried. And I was like, okay. So I said to Adam, will you go? And he's like, I can't, babes. I've had a few drinks. And something in my gut went, I don't know what I'm going to find. So got in the car, got to the person's house, let myself in, went around, went into their room, and there was a note on the bed. And I found the person because they tried to take their own life. And I found them and I called the ambulance. And because of that intuition, I was able to save their lives. Sorry, 1 second. Good night, my darling. Give me a kiss. Sleep well, honey. Sorry, Mummy. Will you shut the door, darling?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right, my darling. Thank you. So had I not have been guided to turn the channel to watch that program, had I not have been guided to make that phone call, I would never have gone to the house and that person would not be here today. That is the power of intuition. And that is an extreme case, but it's one that I think really highlights the power and how we are so divinely guided. But we can't get that until we can strip back and really learn how to listen. And this is what I'm going to teach you. So let me just shift my energy because I don't want to go back into the energy of that, because that's still brings up emotion for me, and that's something I'm still working through the layers of that experience. Lorraine, wow, OMG, yes, yeah, it's a biggie. It's a biggie, but I honestly believe, was I not so connected and was I not so guided by my intuition, that person would not be here today. And I am so thankful. I'm so thankful that they are. And I'm so thankful for my connection. So tonight's been a whistle-stop tour. And we have literally, we've not even got deep, babes. In Solar Land, I like to go deep. Yes. So that was just the tip, if you know what I mean. So Solar Land is for the women who are feeling a little bit lost, stuck in a rut. You might not particularly like who you are. You might not even know who you are anymore. Your mind might race at a million miles an hour. There's always something going on, right? You're always thinking about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. What have I got to do? Oh my God, I haven't done that. Oh God, I'm so shit for not doing that. Give me yeses if this is resonating with you. Feeling like so overwhelmed because you're trying to juggle a million plates, and actually you feel like you're dropping every plate and smashing it, because no matter what you do, it's never good enough. They're not happy, they're not happy, they're not happy. You've let them down, and you're actually just like, oh, what's the point? You might feel quite isolated and lonely because you're just not around people who get it. You might even be in a transition in life. That could be in a relationship, in a career. Just as you feel like, I know for me, I'm at the next part of an up-leveling for me, but I know where I'm going because I'm so rooted and grounded in myself that's not scary. I know that growth. So you might be ready to transition into the next part of you, that more soul-aligned part. I didn't even mean to do that. See what I did there? This is who it's for. It's for those women to help ground yourself in you, to really give you those tools, to strip back the layers, to do that detective work, to find out where the fuck this shit comes from that keeps cropping up. The thing that tells you you're shit at that, you're not good enough, you don't believe in yourself, you've not got the confidence. Why are you going to go for that job? Because you're shit. Well, we're going to tell it to fuck right off, because I'm going to teach you how to root back into yourself. So, let me read your comments. Tell me how we're feeling. Do you feel like that? Any of those things I just said, do you feel like that? Does that resonate with you? Any of that? You can give me love hearts. You can give me a yes. And let me read your comments quick. Such courage to take action. Yeah. And I just knew in my gut. That something wasn't right. Oh, Tanya, you're an angel. Oh, bless you. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Is this resonating with you guys? Because if it is, that's why I created it, because that used to be me. That used to be me. I hated my body. I didn't feel good enough. So I started life as a performer, and I would go out and I would hang out with all the other performers, and most of them were dancers. And I would walk into somewhere and all the people would look at these beautiful dancers, and then I would walk in and they'd all look the other way. I felt invisible. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I was fat. I was ugly. I wasn't talented enough because I wasn't getting the jobs and the roles. But actually what it was is I wasn't confident in myself. I didn't like myself. I didn't know who I was. And so I didn't show up. I didn't really truly put myself out there because I didn't actually believe it would work. And then guess what? It didn't. And that made me feel worse. And it was a vicious cycle. So I created this because I want to take you out of that cycle. And I want to use all of the things that I've been through, all of the things that I have learned. I want to use those tools and teach them to you. I want to teach you my exact how so that I can empower you, so I can help you on your journey faster, quicker, easier. That doesn't mean that I bypass some hard shit that you're going to have to go through, because that is part of the growth. That is how we move from where we are into the next part. And there's resistance there, right? And so probably the reason why you haven't moved forward yet is because you've hit the resistance and you've come back. But where the resistance is, that's the shit we need to uncover. That's the shit. All of the stuff that your teacher at school told you was shit, that's been logged. Your ex-partner told you that you were fat, and that's been logged. And that resistance here that's stopping you to get from here, that's the stuff we're going to look at. That's the stuff we're going to uncover. And that's the stuff we're going to help you to move through, to push through until we get to the other side and we're like, I fucking can do this. That's where I want you. That's where I want to get you. You're talking to me? I'm talking to you, girl. So let me tell you what you get. You get 6 weeks. You get a live with me, a live teach with me on a Monday morning at 10 o'clock over. We're going to have a private Facebook group. You're going to get a live teach with me on the Monday morning. But that video, that live will stay up. So you can access it. If you can't get onto the live teach, that's okay. You can access that live anytime. That is yours, that is there, and you can come back to it and work at your pace. And then on a Thursday evening, you're going to get a live, and we're going to be on video chat, so we get to see each other, us all as a group. And the ladies loved this last time. They were like, oh my God, I'd so look forward to this, because not only is it the time that you get to ask me questions or something that you're struggling on and you want a bit of help, that's the space for that. But it's also time to connect as a community where we get to just find out how each other's doing. Because what's really important to me is, yes, I'm teaching you and I'm giving you these tools and I'm doing all of these things, but I also want to hold you and love you and nurture you along the way. Because some of the stuff we're going to hit, I'm not going to lie, it feels a bit scary. It feels a bit scary and daunting. So that's why I want to help you along this path, so that you know you're not alone. And those sessions are really, really crucial to connect with those other women. And I held those on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock, so that people can finish work and do all they need to do. And then we have that space just to gather we've been doing our work through the week, and then we catch up with each other and hold each other in that space. So you have the private Facebook group as well, where you can come in and communicate and chat with one another. And I really encourage you to develop that sisterhood together as we all go through. And by the end of the course, you're going to have this group of cheerleaders that you've been on this journey with, that just get it, they get you, and they're your support network going forwards. They're the people that you can say, I'm really struggling with this, and they'll go, remember that thing we learned? That's what you're going to have, right? So it's 6 weeks. Week 1 is all about getting to know each other and building those foundations. Week 2 is called Still. And this is why it's the first thing I teach, because we need to learn how to get still. And that's where we use the breath, and we learn how to stop the busy mind. And we take that time to slow down, because so many of us are going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and we need to learn how to slow down so that that stillness can then filter out into other areas of your life. You're going to get a sense that you're starting to come back to yourself. You're starting to feel like you've got a little bit of control back, and you kind of are not running around like a headless chicken. You are still, you are centered. And from that space, that's where we start to build. So the next week is called Aware. And this is the heavy shooter one. This is where we start to do the work, looking at where are those limiting beliefs? Where are they coming from? What is going on? We're going to really take a deep dive into you so we can start to pull out those things, because we need to look in and see all of the shit so we can start to do something about it. We're going to bring all those unconscious stuff up to the conscious, okay? And this is where the one-to-one comes in really handy. So I actually didn't say this, but for those of you who are going to sign up with me tonight, in fact, let me do this now. On the first live experience, I gave away a bonus that if you signed up within 24 hours, you got a one-to-one with me. But I've decided, you know what? I need to serve my people hardcore. So for all of you that sign up tonight, you're going to get that one-to-one. I'm going to throw it in. So regardless of if you pay in full or you do the payment plan, because there is a payment plan to help you guys, I'm going to give you that one-to-one. So if you're like me and you're just like, do you know what? I don't even need to hear anymore. I am in, I am down. The link is there, diananash.co.uk/soul-aligned-detail. Go there, sign up, and I'm going to celebrate you. If you sign up while we're on this live still, I'm going to celebrate the shit out of you, girl. Okay, so Aware, that's where the one-to-one comes in handy. That's why I just banged on about the one-to-one, because if you get your free one-to-one, that is where you're going to need it, let me tell you. Then after we've uncovered all of that stuff and we've thrown it up in the air, week 4 is called Ground. And this is where we start to bring it back down again. And we start to learn how to ground ourselves, how to really anchor ourselves and root ourselves, how to take care of our energy, how to balance the spirit and the human, how to connect in with you as a divine feminine being, because so many of us are caught up in this masculine energy of doing and being, that we forget that the divine feminine energy that us as women are is all about the flow. It's about the stillness. It's about the being able to go inside. And so in Ground, I'm going to help you reconnect with that beautiful divine being. And at this point, you're going to be ready for the next level of connection, because we've stilled, we've become aware of the shit, and we're starting to ground and understand ourselves at that much deeper level. The next week is then called Grow, because we understand what our triggers are. We can see and become aware of all this stuff, and now it's time to start to grow. We've thrown everything that we don't want out in the air, out. And now we can grow into what we do want. We can start calling in those things and being intentional about what we want and getting really clear on that. And sometimes we've not even asked ourselves the question, what do I actually want? We're so focused on what we don't want. So in Grow, we're going to learn how to really let go of that shit, to tap into us and what we really want. And I'm going to help you to find that. And then the last week is Flow. So we've done that journey. You're aware of what keeps your vibe high and low. This is it. We're going to reflect. We're going to celebrate you. And this is where I then bring in all the tools that are going to help you to stay in alignment, that are going to help you to stay where you are. So you've almost, I like to call it like a little toolkit. So that if you find you're going to hit a bump in the road, you come back to your toolkit, you come back to your toolkit that helps reset you. Every single week, you also get a workbook to fill out. So you're going to get your live teach and a workbook so you can go off and do that work. And you have access to the Facebook group where all the live videos are, all the live teachers. You have access to that Facebook group forever. That is yours. For that cohort, that's what you get. Okay, so if you find that you are not managing to do it every single week, there is no rush. This is your journey, and know that this is available to you. The support from me won't be available past that 6 weeks, but the materials will. And so I really encourage you to really dig in and explore yourself and take the time, because nobody else is going to do this work for you. Nobody else is all of a sudden going to hand you everything you want, because actually, if you believe that you don't deserve it, you're not going to hold on to it. So we really need to uncover this stuff so you can really show up and call in all that you really want, because you deserve it. But we need to get you really feeling and believing that. I'm going to show you how you know when you're going in and out of alignment, and how to keep you there. How to keep you in that beautiful space. So how does that sound? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. I've been talking so much, I need a drink of water, yo. Who's excited? Who's just ready? Who is just ready to take that next step, to go, do you know what? I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know where, but I just know that it's my time. Because when we can do that and throw our hands up in the air and go, this is the time, that's when the magic happens. So while you're telling me all your breakthroughs and all of your things that are like, oh my God, let me tell you about some of my people that did the last soul aligned. So Natalie was like one of my superstars. She had so many breakthroughs because she dug in, she did the work, and she said she felt a calm and stillness in herself that she'd never experienced before. And she described the experience as like there was always sunshine, even on bad days, and that she had clarity and light in her life. She actually felt energy. She'd never felt that before. She felt energy in a way she'd never felt before. And she was able to meditate properly for the first time ever. Because so many people are like, I can't meditate. Meditate's not for me. That's because you can't still your mind. So I'm going to teach you that so that you can get on top of that game. And then she said one of her wins, so we have a thing where we share our wins. She said, I had a moment of anger while I was running. I let all of my negative feelings flow. And as soon as I stepped into the forest, I let it go. It was beautiful. I learned that I can take control of my emotions and energy. Everything I learned in Soul Aligned, I applied, and it was magical. And Hannah, now let me tell you, Hannah is a business owner, and she faced the worst time ever. Shit was hitting left, right, and center. It was boom, popping off. But she was able to keep it together because she said of the stuff she learned. And she's continued to have messages from spirit, and her psychic senses have increased. Now, Hannah used to shit herself about hearing spirit, seeing spirit, anything to do with spirit, but not anymore. She has had some really clear guidance stepping in ever since doing this course. So for those of you who want to know, you're like, yeah, Diana, this all sounds amazing, but how much is it? Yes, okay, I hear you. So because of the C word, which I won't say and give energy to, I am bringing this to you half price. Yes, let me say that again, sister girl. I am bringing this to you half price. I don't know what the hand's about, but just enjoy the hand. It is only £498. And when I run this again later in the year, it's going to be £997. So you are getting this half price, and there is a payment plan available to make it super duper easy peasy for you. So you have that choice. You have the little bonus for just attending tonight. I don't know what that is. Excuse me 1 second while I just get rid of whoever decided to pop up and say crazy shizzle. Okay, bye Felicia, bye. Okay, so, and if you book, I'm just going to give you the one-to-one with me. If you book, tomorrow I'm closing the doors. That is it. So book up, get that one-to-one with me, and it will come in really, really handy. You get me, my eyes on you. You get to ask me anything. It can, Tanya, that's bananas. That's bananas. I know. I just went, do you know what? I know the C word has hit so hard, and I know everyone's having a really rough time. Well, no, that's not right. Everyone is not having a tough time right now, but there are quite a few people that are having a tough time out there right now. And I thought, what can I do? What can I do to make a difference? Okay, well, I can bring it half price. What else can I do? How else can I serve my people? I'm just going to give them the one-to-one. So everyone who signs up now, you're going to get that one-to-one. Okay, so if that's not an incentive, I don't know what is. Let me reaffirm what you're going to get. So you are going to get a beautiful sense of identity, a clarity, a feeling like you've come home to who you are for the first time ever. No more doubting, no more second guessing yourself, no more placing your entire worth and value on dependent on what that person says about you or how they look at you. Your self-worth, how you feel about yourself, no longer comes from other people, because you're going to learn it comes from you. And I'm going to teach you how to tune back in and take back your power. Take back your power. Feel the energy of those words. It literally sets my heart on fire. It makes my heart burn. I want you to be able to step up and speak up, to express yourselves without apology, right? Why are we always apologizing? Oh, I'm so sorry that I did that. No, you've done it and you're cool. I want you to own your shit, and I'm going to help you to own your shit. Absolutely, 100%. You're going to feel connection to something so much bigger than you, your spiritual side, and you're going to get that guidance and wisdom that is coming in. You're going to see signs. Let me tell you about Chloe. So in her own words, before Solar Line, she said that she was jumbled up. Her life was pretty messed up. And she said afterwards, her life was nowhere as near chaotic. And she got, one of her signs that she got was angel feathers. So every time she needed some guidance while she was on the course, she kept posting pictures all the time. Oh my God, I've got more angel feathers. Every time something happened and she would say, please give me a sign, she would have angel feathers dropped. And one day she actually had 3 feathers drop when she really needed some big reassurance. 3 feathers dropped for her. Katie, she used to suffer with anxiety. And notice how I said used to. So even things like going and filling up the car, she used to struggle with. And she said one of her biggest breakthroughs was one of the simplest, that she just didn't have anxiety anymore because she worked through that. She was able to let go of that. She found clarity about what direction she wanted to take her business in. And she said she now felt worthy. Like, oh my God. This woman now felt worthy, and she gave the most beautiful words that I want to share with you. She said, what would I say to somebody thinking about signing up? Well, just do it. Diana brings so much love, purity, honesty, and so much fun to a healing and a discovery and an alignment that we all need. We all need to take that time out for ourselves to really delve deep, and she does that. She brings you that and so much more. I just love spending time in her energy. It just feels healing in itself. You get that, you get her time, you get her love, and what she teaches and what she brings is wonderful and powerful, and for me, life-changing. Like, shall we just drop the mic there? Shall we just leave that there? OMG. These women, and everyone had their own different breakthroughs. The woman who had really bad anxiety and was able to cope with the busiest weeks and the craziest times at work just by using her breathing. the woman who was able to go and fill up her car, and really simple things, but they made the biggest difference. The woman who actually went out and got a job. She was petrified of doing that before. She had the confidence to go out and she got the job, and she was celebrating and sharing it with us, and we all celebrated her. These are real life things that have happened for people who have been through soul aligned. And this is what I want for you. So yes, drop the mic, drop the mix, drop the mix, drop the mic. Yes, this is what I want for you. This is how I serve my people. This is what I bring you. I don't bullshit. I'm not telling you I'm a guru and promise you all this shit and then I'm empty. No, I teach you things from the heart that I have experienced that is real. That's what you get with me. That is the difference. Okay, so while I ask you if you guys have any questions, please take your time now to type them up. And while we do, let me just answer some questions that I get a lot. Some things that come up that people are like, oh, I'm not sure because of this. Let me just hit them right off now. I was going to say in the head, but then I was like, I don't want people to think I'm like going to hit you in the head because that's not nice. So spirit. When I talk about spirit, I'm not talking about your Auntie Sue coming in. I'm not talking about your dad or your mum stepping in all the time like, hi, it's me. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is spirit, is divine beings. They have sometimes been on this earth and gone back up into source. So they're no longer human form. They've gone back up into source. But they have a shitload of experience and knowledge. If you think about all the people that have passed that are up there, oh my God, we can tap into that knowledge because source and that divine energy knows everything. It has all of the answers. And our souls are our internal sat-nav. They know exactly what we desire and what our soul really wants in this life. And when we can switch on that internal sat-nav, we also then get that guidance direct from the divine. And they can guide our way in a way that serves our highest good, our purpose, the thing that we were put here to do, that gets switched on. We can find it because we're switched on. So when I'm talking about spirit, I'm talking about connection to that energetic source, the thing that is bigger than us. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about spirit, not loved ones coming in or scary stuff, because I only work with light and the highest good. And look at Hannah, like she was petrified, but now she's like, oh, Diana, I got this message the other day. Like she can hear that now. She's got that now. And it's not scary. And for all of those who've experienced that and they're like, oh, that's not scary. I'm like, yes, I know. So the other thing is time. The other biggie is time. Oh, I've not got the time to do it. Well, actually, you can watch the replays you can watch the lives on replay. And if you've got questions and you can't make the live question session, then you just type the question in. I will answer it live and then you can just watch it. You've got access to me in the Facebook group, the Facebook group as well. So you can ask me questions there and I will come in and you've got me in there too. So you have lifetime access to that shizzle as well. So if you don't complete it in the 6 weeks, that's fine. You can go back and do it at your own pace. So time really isn't a thing. And actually, if you're really invested in yourself, if you're like, do you know what, I'm really going to make this work, then you will find the time to do it. Let me tell you, because if I told you there's a sale going on around the corner and you can get £1 million worth of stuff for 50p, let me tell you, you would go there even if you were in your pajamas and fluffy slippers. Let's face it. So if it's something you really want, you'll find the time to do it. And so if this is something you really want, that change for yourself, you will find the time to do it. Just like the other biggie that comes up is money. Like, oh, I've got no money, I can't do it. Well, how about you stop buying takeaways and the wine and the coffees and all of that other shit and doing your Amazon shit that you're like, oh, I could do with a fluffy pen. Like, no, fuck the fluffy pen. Because actually, if you invest in yourself, you're not going to need to buy all that external shit because you've fixed the thing that was making you want to look externally anyway. You don't need all of that. But we've got to invest in ourselves. I have just signed up for a year's worth of coaching because I know I need to invest in myself. And sometimes we need someone else's eyes on us to see the things we don't see. That's how we grow. That's how we move forwards. And when you are aligned, when you are in that space, guess what? You're going to call in the health, the wealth, the happiness, because you are happier, because you know who you are. You are connected to yourself. And all of that other stuff is a byproduct. People get it so wrong. They think, when I have that job, when I have that money, when I have that car, when I have that thing, when I'm this way, then I'll be happy. No, biatch. When you are connected to yourself, you know who you are and you're happy with yourself. That's when all the other stuff comes in. So it's not the other way around. So money, you will find the money. If someone said to you, oh, I've got this thing and it's this, and you really wanted it, you will find the money to do it. The blockage is that you haven't been invested in yourself. And actually, if you want change, if you really want change, if you really want change, if you really want change, then you will find the resources to make it happen. So I'm going to call you out on all of those. I'm going to call you out. I've just done it myself. I've invested in myself. So I know you can do it. It's just, do you really want it? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. So, Tanya, preach! Yes, girl. So, who has questions for me? Does anyone have any questions? We are starting on the 11th of January, Monday, the 11th of January. We will run for 6 weeks. You will have me in your Facebook group. You will have a live teach every Monday and a live session with me every Thursday. So many courses out there do not give live teaches. You will just get video series where you'll turn up and watch a video and then be able to talk to them and message them in Facebook. I'm turning up for you twice a week for 6 weeks. Teaching you, guiding you, holding you, loving you, cheering you on, giving you a bit of a slap if you need it with love for 6 whole weeks, right? That is what you are getting with me. You are getting my tools direct and live. All the shit that I use, I'm giving to you. And I'll be throwing in some little bonuses along the way to help you, because we all like a little Brucey bonus, right? And I like to just give those little sprinkles of yumminess just to let you know I love you, just to keep you going, hey? And let me tell you, this journey at times is going to be scary, but I'm going to teach you how to reframe that so that you feel so blessed and in control. No more will it feel scary, because you're in control. You say when, you say who, you say how much. They are the best ones. A smack on the arse with love. Yes. Okay. So does anyone have any questions? The doors are open. If you go and sign yourself up, you're going to get that 1-to-1. But I'm going to end that offer at midnight tonight. So you have from now until midnight to go and sign up to get the 1-to-1 with me, because I want people that take action. I want to work with people who light me up. I want to work with the people who are serious. I've got no time for time wasters that go, oh, that didn't work for me at the end. Because the reason it didn't work is because you didn't put the effort in. So I don't want those people. And if you are one of those people, then don't worry. Don't worry. Save your time. Don't come and work with me. If you are ready, if you are that person that's like, fuck, I feel scared, but I know I need it and I'm going to do it. You're my people and I want you. I want to work with you and I want to give you the best results, because I will show up and I will shine for you and I will get you there. I will get you there and it will change your life. Hey, Dina, it will change your life. And I don't say that lightly. I do not say that lightly, because the things that I've used to get me where I am, they changed my life. And that's why I know it would change your life. It's changed the life of the women who have done the program before. And I know that you're going to be one of those that it changes your life. So if you are ready to sign up, if you're ready to take that journey, follow the link and come with me. I will answer any questions. If you think of any questions, I will pop on and check this. But for now, if you don't have any questions, then just know, if you feel in your heart that you fucking hate where you are, if you're waking up feeling anxious and nervous and like, oh, how am I going to get through another day? If you feel like you've lost your light and lost your way, if you're at a crossroads and need that help to bridge that gap, then it's time. It is time. And I want to help you. So My darlings, I hope you have enjoyed tonight. Take such good care, and for then until midnight tonight, you can book and get that one-to-one with me. So my darlings, until we meet again. Oh, and there'll be lots of singing as well and lots of laughing because that's just me. So take good care, my loves, and I will see you all soon.